I found this at Alvis in Kiltarlity, north of Alness. It had been off the road since before pre-1983, before the logbooks became computerised. The car was in a terrible state and it needed a total restoration. The engine was seized solid. The guy had covered the car in a harp for a lot of years, and this totally destroyed all the interior and caused immense damage to the car. But I picked up another car, and I managed to make one car out of the two using, and ended up with a half decent looking car, I hope. The car's a very nice car to drive, a bit heavy in the steering. That's because you're running in radial tyres now compared to the old cross-plies. I did the Alvis tour to Orkney with the car, drove well all the way, and I'm just back from the north of England where I did a 435-mile run with the car over 4 days, and it's very, very comfortable and quite powerful for considering the car is a 1959 car. In its day, it must have been quite something when you think the price of the car was close to £3,000, which was the price of a house. It's got heavy chrome round the windows. It's one of the first 75 that was built. And after that, they went on to a conventional rubber on the glass and made various changes to the car. The car has an aluminium boot, roof, bonnet and doors. They were all handmade, as were the wings all handmade, by Part Ward, who built the bodies. And in 1959 they were only producing between 6 and 7 cars per week. Alvis was trying to up the production to 10 because they were losing a lot of sales because they couldn't produce the cars. The car, during the restoration, the woodwork was very bad. I had to do a lot of ash work, the ash frame along the roof, round the back windows, and the door pillars were really bad and had to be replaced. The whole floor had to be replaced, as with most of the wings were all had to refabricate most of the panels on it because of rust. The engine was a complete rebuild. Martin Wilson rebuilt the engine for me, who's a very good mechanic and a friend, and he's built 2 engines for me, and he rebuilt that one, and I managed to pick up a higher ratio back axle to give it a wee bit longer legs for touring, and it drives very well. The car has only covered about 68,000 miles since it was new because it'd been off the road for so many years. All the interior was totally destroyed because of the being covered in the harp, and the dampness had actually rotted the leather to such an extent it couldn't be salvaged, as with the head trim. All the dashboard was delaminated, and Willie McFadgen, he re-veneered all the walnut in the car. The chrome work around the windows and the bumpers, they had to get everything like that re-chromed down in Dudley, and the whole car got sandblasted in the driveway here because of the surface rust. It was so bad, and I got underneath in the engine bay and the chassis sandblasted, and so make it easier for doing the repairs, and everything was repainted. I'm a big fan of the Alvis mark, and I've got another Alvis, a 1952 Alvis TD21 drop head, which is almost complete. It's been a total restoration. A lot of ash work had to be done, and a friend Forrest he cut all the ash for me, and Kenny again, he rewired it for me, and it's been a total ground up rebuild as well. And I'm just waiting now on the trimmer, finishing the hood so that I can get the car on the road, and I intend to do a lot of long distance touring. I want to tour all over Scotland and all over England with it in the future. The TD took about 3 years to do the full restoration on it, and my TA has taken around 2 years, and I've decided not to be restored anymore. I want to enjoy the cars and drive them rather than building them, and hopefully I'll be able to drive them for a long time to come. My name is Max, and this is my 1959 Alvis TD21.